welcome to the Zen Elephant, where we talk about all things Zen. So today we're actually going to be talking about manifestation and why it might not be working for you the same way how you see it working for others. But first, of course, before we get into any of that, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you enjoy the content in this video. That way you are always up to date on all the videos that I have for you. So, I don't know if many of you have noticed by now, but I tend to speak about the law of attraction in many of my videos because it's such a foundation to how life works, you know? What you put out is what you receive, right? So people who have been practicing the law of attraction to manifest certain things, no matter how big or small it might be, they end up running into issues and it just doesn't end up working for them. And the things that they want to manifest don't manifest at all. And the first reason why your manifestations aren't coming into fruition is because the emotions aren't there. When you're trying to manifest something, it's very important to feel it. You have to feel happy about it. You have to feel excited about it. If it's something that's going to bring you peace, you have to feel that peace. You have to put yourself in that position to where in your mind it has already come to fruition. It already exists and it already manifested. So for an example, I remember my first time messing around with manifestation, and I really just wanted to see if it worked. I really wanted to manifest this black velvet dress. So for about a week or a week and a half, somewhere around there, in my head, I was just visualizing myself wearing this black velvet dress. I would look at myself in the mirror, see how beautiful it looked on me. I would be very grateful for the dress. I would visualize how the velvet felt on my skin. I would visualize all of it. I would look at myself in the mirror and try on different shoes in my head to see which shoes went with the dress. And for that whole week and a half, every single day, you know, I had that dress in my head and I just felt it and I claimed it because I knew that that dress was mine. And I held that emotion for that straight week and a half, right? So after that, I ended up going to a friend's house and she was actually getting rid of some clothes, and she told me to go into the closet and take whatever I wanted, you know, from the pile that she was going to end up giving away. And guess what was there? A black velvet dress right in front of my eyes. And I was so excited because I was like, oh my God, it worked. And it happened. And this is my dress, the dress that I saw in my head. So it was amazing. Your emotions are the key to manifestation. It's something that you have to really feel in your heart and in your soul and in your entire state of being. We are all co-creators of this reality, and we have that ability to bring into fruition anything that our heart desires. But what happens is that you have to match that vibration. So again, I'll repeat it. If you're trying to manifest something that makes you happy, then you have to feel that happiness. If you're manifesting a vacation, you know, and you want to feel peace, you have to feel that peace. Be there. Now, the second thing that I want to get into is specificity. You have to be extremely specific about what it is that you are trying to manifest, or else you'll end up manifesting something that's kind of like what you wanted, but not exactly what you wanted. Like when you were visualizing the whole picture, you have to be very specific. Because I've manifested jobs, and in the long run of me being at that job, I would feel unhappy. And then I go back to the list that I made when I manifested that job, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to put this and this and this, and then you have to recreate a whole list and start over again. Which brings me to the next example of how I had to redo that list and manifest a new job. So on that list, I put every single detail. I made sure not to miss one detail of what I wanted. So I wrote down the exact pay that I wanted. I wrote down how I wanted it to be a peaceful environment and how I wanted very high vibrational and peaceful coworkers, and how I wanted the job to be super close to my house. I wanted to be able to pick my own schedule. I wanted the entire vibe of the place to just be a match for me. And I wanted to feel comfortable, and I wanted to feel like I didn't have to conform in any type of way, and that I could be 100% myself. So in that moment, I claimed it like it had already come to fruition. And I was grateful for being accepted into this new job. I was grateful that the interview went so well. I was grateful that everyone that I met that day was the most beautiful person that I've ever met in my life. And I claimed it in that moment. And again, the emotions of it. I was excited that I got hired at this job. I was excited that it matched every single thing that I put on my list. I was extremely grateful and had so much gratitude because this job was perfect for me in every single way, because I am that I am, and I said so be it. Okay? Now, I'm pretty sure it was about 2.5 weeks later. I just had this feeling to check Indeed, which I don't really like to do because that website brings me stress. So I went on there, and the first thing that popped up was this Caribbean spa. So I look at it and I'm like, you guys, this is my job. I already felt it. I saw that it was only 8 minutes away, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the job, right? So I go in for the interview and I walk in, and the environment was exactly what I wanted. The people, exactly what I wanted. The pay ended up being exactly what I wanted. Every single thing on my list that place made, and that was like honestly the best job that I've ever had. Now, it was fulfilling for me because I was extremely specific about what I wanted. Now, the job that I had before that I ended up quitting, the list for that job was pretty short, and it was really focused around the money and not so much the environment. So I got a bunch of money from that job, but the environment was just really toxic and low vibrational. So that's how important it is for you to be very sure about what it is that you want. And that can go for you manifesting job, manifesting romantic partners, manifesting anything in life. A new car. I manifested my new laptop. And honestly, what I did was I put a picture of it, the exact laptop that I wanted. I put it on my vision board. I wrote on it, and I wrote that, like, this is mine by divine right, and it was free. And I got it for free. You gotta know what you want. And the third thing that I will say, at least for this video, is patience. Everything happens in divine timing. The more that you focus on what it is that you want, it's going to appear every time. Don't worry about how, don't worry about when, just know that it will be. If you don't believe that it's going to happen, and you just keep saying it with dry words like, oh, I want this or I want that, and you visualize it, but there's no emotion or feeling behind it, and you don't trust it, it will not happen. So you really have to let go of any doubts that you might have, or let go of any limited beliefs on why you feel like you don't deserve what it is that you want. Once you get rid of that and you really just start to work with everything that I've just said, it should work pretty well. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I'll be back with a new video very soon, and I ask that you guys stay blessed and abundant. And I am offering Reiki sessions, distant Reiki for now. So I'll put the link to that in the description box below, and leave some comments, you guys, on your manifestation stories if you have any, or any questions that you may have. All right, love you guys. I'll be back soon.